Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Grand Tactician Union campaign. Colonel Pugh, who abandoned the field with his men, has fallen from disgrace. We will change him. But Buell is seen as a hero. And that's what we need at this battle. Let's get some supply depot upgrades so we can get some supply throughput to this, the Cav Corps over here. That did not involve the Army of the Tennessee, which is very peculiar, but does also make sense. We're going to build a fort at Memphis so we can get his whole thing done. We're going to take the First Corps. We're going to press it into the Army of the Tennessee. Then we're going to retreat back to Corinth. I would like to push more, but I'm not sure. But Democrat support is rising, which means our war is not going as well as it should, although we have good national support and good national morale. We almost have this one in the bag, national morale-wise. We are unopposed in the East, though, which is the biggest shock to me. That we are being completely unopposed. As a destination. Germany is going to push the Army of Tennessee out. I would like my Cav Corps to have this, so at least we'll have supply throughput. We'll have some, we can actually take the supply depot and supply our troops. Because right now, we're not going to get that. We also have this. Iverson's Corps with 29,000. It's going to come up against Hancock's 11,000. We're going to be 3-1. Zillikoffer is going to retreat. Kind of figured that. Means we're going to bring this back across. Move the First Corps back here. I wanted to get an Army of the Cumberland, but I don't think we're even remotely ready for that right now. Let's look at, do we have an unknown unit up here? Not seeing anything. Okay. I'm not seeing anything, then they must not be there. Okay, which means we are going to march down to here. Wilcox. Through Saigon. First 4 Cav Corps. They're also bringing in Pratt's. Ooh, this might be a retreat for Hancock. We're doing so well out east, though, that I doubt it's going to matter. This war should be over once we start heading into South Carolina. Which is the issue, because Fort Sumter was never taken. Which kind of bogged down these 32,000, which should have been a completely different campaign with those 32,000 roaming around the field. You could definitely tell it's a different campaign with those just kind of standing by. Definitely tell. If we lose that, though, we have to move the Army of the Ohio back. Okay, it's only a 2-1. We're going to be in defensive positions, though. If we can pull this one, it means that we're able to hold our lines. And the advance into South Carolina is all but ensured. But we'll have to see. Okay. We get all of our forces to start with. This is on the Tennessee River on the Chattanooga battlefield. I don't think we've fought on this one before. So maybe we take a hill position. Confederates are coming from this direction. If I were to take a position, where would it be? I would like to take a position outside Chattanooga, if possible. Is there any high ground? Well, what are the points? Wait, there are no map points? What? That's the strangest thing. We're in a defensive position. Chattanooga. Yeah, I don't see any holding points. Okay, so if I were to hold a point, where are they going to come in from? That's the issue. If I had to guess, they're going to come down this road. Need to set up a defensive perimeter. Cannons here. Defensive perimeter here. Okay. Move up to that position. Do a single line formation. Get up there. Some 12-pound Napoleons and some 12-pound howitzers. At least those will help. Put the howitzers there. Put the Napoleons here. Sturgis with his musketoons. Let's come up and scout the position here. Under Sheridan, I want to get a defensive position here. Really, I would rather have that there. The howitzers on that side. Thinking about it. So if I were to put into some defenses. Can't do parapets. That would be outside. Well, small force outside Chattanooga. Trying to scout where they're at. At least we'll have this. If they come down this direction, we'll at least have some sort of defenses. I'm not seeing anything. Cav will take this spot. I think to start with. Okay, so they're gonna come down this direction. Not sure if they're gonna come down here. Down there. Okay. Just in case. Put this one here. They're going this direction. Let's go 12-pound howitzer here. On Napoleon there. Huh. Okay. Okay, so this is coming down towards me here. Oh. Okay, this is confusing. What am I seeing the AI do here? Are they consolidating a position on the other side over here? There's no... I'm not seeing any points on the map. That's the thing. So they're just kind of wandering around. I'm not sure if they saw me. I pulled back too fast. Hey, bro, I'm right here. What? I'm holding terrain. What? I don't want to maneuver for my defensive position. Why would I do that? That makes no sense. Oh, now there's a point in the... Really? Really, game? I knew that point was there. That has to be a bug. Come on, move! You're detached. That's weird. The objectives aren't showing on the map. I'm not meeting him in battle. That's just not gonna happen. I'm number 2-1. And I hold Chattanooga. But why would I ever maneuver to attack him? It makes zero sense. Reality. Let's spread this out in a way that makes sense. So I ensure that I'm not getting hit from behind. Want me to maneuver to him. Not maneuvering to him. You're crazy. I'll take back the point and force him to attack me. can't do anything about this. Come on, retreat! Sturgis! Maneuvering to him. You're high. It's not happening. If I had known that this was the point I had to hold, then I would have held it. But we have some map cheese going on here that the map points aren't actually showing up. I wonder if this is a graphical glitch on the something to do with the fact that I'm in a higher resolution mode. That might be it. Like he's got more than me. Go scout. Is there more points that we just don't see? Yep, now there's one. He's gonna go to Lookout Mountain and take it. All I want to know is, how is Chattanooga not a point? It's literally these 2 points. Is there a way for me to sneak up there? We're gonna try it. There's a way for me to sneak up here using this road. We can do a defensive perimeter up here. Nope, he's going for it. You gotta be kidding me. Wish I could reload this battle because I know there's an issue with that. I should have just looked harder. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to take on this fight now. It's gonna be dumb to do this, but I don't have a choice. And retreat is not an option. Retreating out of here, we lose. We have to retreat all the way to Nashville if we lose this. Which likely means Grant has to pull back his force as well. So. I'm not attacking uphill. Oh, they're going up there. Would have been a great time, a great one to actually defend up there. You'd actually see how good things are. However, now that they're out there, that makes it an easier position for me to defend in reality. They're up there. You essentially put Howe here. I got you now. I'm not attacking the enemy. We hold to 10.1 up there. We have to attack the enemy now. You gotta be kidding me. The 15. This is frustrating. It's very frustrating not being able to see that. God, it would have been so fun up there. Okay, it looks like we're just gonna have to assault. This is probably the dumbest thing I could ever do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop. All forces stop. Right now. He's coming down at me. Stop, 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 stop. It'd have been great if I would have been able to take this. Now I have to go into this meat grinder, and I'm not going to. God, this would have been such a cool battle. You know what I'm gonna do? For the sake... I don't want to do that. That's some cheese, man. I'm in a defensive position. I should have checked this point. They are going to come down at us, though. You're a little nimble. We're mounting on the side. What are you doing? Stop. So weird. Okay, that's only skirmishers that are losing men. You can Hancock over on the left side, please. What are you doing? I'm giving you a civic order to get on his flank. Charge. God, wood would be breaking if you would just get over there, Cav. Come on. Come on, Sturgis. Come on. Come on. Get there. Those Woods Brigade have no casualties. That can't be right. Not be right. Get on your horse and get over. Really? Really? You were retreating and now I just lost him. He's dead. I think. He's not going to be fighting. Rest of it, that's for sure. We win this. It'll be a damn miracle. Wait, what? You just came back. Okay, if that's the case, then we can bring up this on the flank. Lyman's losing men. Okay, so it's this one. Stop, 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 stop. See him over the hill now. Skirmishers now. We just lost our flank. Really? Going back in defensive position. Screwing up the shots here. Don't ask me how I'm winning this, because I have no idea. The artillery, I think. The artillery is winning this today. I think I'm going to end up losing Sturgis on the flank, but it should be fine. I'm going to come up and I'm going to use this here to rain on Thomas's brigade. Seventh Indiana getting in position. Sturgis is getting absolutely destroyed here, the first cav. He has no infantry on this side. All of his infantry is concentrated on the right. Ooh, ow. Sturgis was never going to survive that. Artillery is winning today again. Okay, let's move back. I think that's end of Sturgis his day today. Milroy is withdrawn. It's 20th Indiana. We've essentially just created an absolute cannon fest here for our artillery. Okay, let's press this attack. There's another one down. Hyman is standing his ground. Els is getting pummeled. These Napoleons are just hitting him hard right now. Whoa, 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 they got reserves. I forgot that they had reserves. Really, guys? Turn around. What are you doing? Stop, 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 I'll stop. Around, advance. What are you? Put out skirmishers, bro. No, wrong way to put out skirmishers. This way. What do you do? Really, guys? Come on. Get in your batteries. I need some artillery. No, don't. Listen to the camera. Focus on him. Why are my orders not getting down to the regiments very quickly? Okay. At this point, we most definitely have to fall back. We can't lose the 2 regiments we have left at this point. End of day? Okay, so we at least killed that one. That's gonna be a maneuver right. There. Another cannon. Napoleons. Maneuver there. Do that. Do that. There. All right. What is going on here? They do have more in reserve. Really? Get over here, skirmishers. What do you... Really? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? All stop. All stop. Do not attempt that advance. What are you doing? Get back in your hole. Do not even remotely attempt that. What are you doing? Get back. Do not even remotely attempt to do that. What are you... We... What are you doing? Get over here. Jeez. You just stall them so I can get Bryce into position. What are you doing? Get into position. You have a charge order. I don't care what's in front of you. Just get there. Bloody Chattanooga right now. Get your skirmishers back in. Whatever you do not break. It's BS. The morale of my troops are fine. I have 45 morale. Come on, game. I have more morale than what he has. You're killing me, man. The 20th Ohio had this. frustrating. Frustrating to say the least, that this is going to delay our entire advance. Major Bryan was wounded. Colonel Wood was wounded. I mean, we came in with how much? We lost 51% of our entire force. That hurts. That hurts. 51%. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this episode here. Thank y'all for joining me. The next one, we are going to have to figure out what to do because if we had a better credit rating, we could have buffed up the army of the Tennessee and not had any issues with Don Carlos Buell's army to deal with what we're looking at. But I think at the end of the day, this is going to end up being one where the key to winning this war is South Carolina. And we are completely unopposed in the East. So, hey guys, I was going to end the episode here, but since we would have a short episode if I did because of the end of the campaign, we're going to go ahead and roll that episode into this. So, without further ado, let's get into the action. A disaster at Chattanooga. I don't think it was much of a disaster, but that core is going to disintegrate it. Which means our supply lines are cut effectively. So, unfortunately, that means maybe we don't have to retreat as much. Let's put that core here. Maybe we can have the cavalry corps move over to Decatur. And then we can have a situation. Whoops. Where we somehow salvage this issue. As for what we're going to do with this, Jackson's corps is coming at us now with 11,000. Okay. That's not good. We are still building over in the east, fortunately. Once those supply depots are done, we're going to move from there. We'll have to reverse the first corps here. Okay, so what to do with this? I think we consolidate the first corps here right now. We move back this corps to here. We move back Grant's army here. We swing back. Not saying that front is done, but at this point, it's going to be one that's done. Jackson's going to move to the south. Be shattered. Funding policy 2 is taken. Days, 103, for the 15 days, and then that'll kind of help out everything. We're not going to research anything else. First corps took an absolute beating there. Good help. Okay. So these two are done. Second corps. Okay, we're going to use the Cav Corps to do this. Cav Corps and the second Corps are going to come down here. Second Corps here. Okay. Confederates are printing new notes. Settlement rally is done. We're going to move down Columbia. To get that, I think we're going to take the Cavalry Corps down to Greenville. We're going to take this one down to Columbia. This Corps is going to come down to Florence. We're going to move the headquarters here. This Corps is going to end up going down to Florence, Columbia area. And then this one will end up being the one at Wilmington. Wow, that's a large, large army. Jeez. We have the Cav Corps. Fourth Corps. And the First Corps. Down to Columbia. Corps is going to come down. Well. Good supply throughput. Put the Cav Corps down here. Corps is going to be down there. This Corps down. This Corps down to the junction. Headquarters is going to be right here. South Carolina State Militia is not too far in front of us. Put the first corps here. Our Potomac's going to come down here. Second corps is going to come down here. Fourth corps is going to help there. And that is it. The war is over after we take Columbia, South Carolina. So that is the campaign, everyone. Our first one that we completed. We've pushed the morale under 25. Crazy one there. And here it is. At the end of the day, we were fielding about the same amount of men, but it seems like there is some random issues with that. I'm going to tack this on to the last episode on this, so it won't be a 8-minute episode. So, yeah, crazy one here. Only not a lot of battles. Not a lot of casualties. So there is some issues with the AI. Let's kind of go through this at first glance. First things first, they weren't going to oppose us navally, so they didn't try, which is a good thing. So that's nice to see. I like the fact that navally, the Confederates guarded the Mississippi River. That made sense. Made perfect sense. And kind of pushed us out and allowed us not to be able to supply through the Mississippi River. However, we started doing more of what the opposite of what Grant did. Grant used the Mississippi River for his supply lines. We use the rail yards and the rail junctions as a supply. So that really helped us for the most part. It also gives us insight of how the supply is going to be an issue as the Confederates. Meaning we are going to have to build railroads as fast and as quickly as possible in the South. Meaning that we need to get some form of industrialization up to get those building, because their supply lines are dependent on that. Next thing is the fact that Fort Sumter did not fall, which has been an issue in our campaigns recently as a union. I also did one offline that had the same issue. The fact that Fort Sumter never fell, they never actually moved up the army that was in the South here. The South Carolina militia with 40,000 men could have given us a run of our money, definitely in the Army of the Tennessee and the Army of the Ohio. Would have definitely gave us some issues where we would have had to retreat back to Nashville and likely had both armies around here and did a little scrapping back and forth. But the fact that this army never left Fort Sumter until now actually did not help matters. So holding that there, and I believe they held this one down here, the Florida State Militia, with 32,000 because of Fort Pickens. It's not something that it's helpful for the AI when you're playing the Union. Next thing is, out west, we had total and complete domination in Missouri. We had some issues at first with St. Louis holding the line, but after we had the initial win and we pushed their units down into Arkansas with some wins near Springfield and Rolla, and we just kind of forced them to retreat, as well as coming down through Cairo and with Grant's army, kind of forced them to have a defensive position in Arkansas, which really just allowed me to dominate the West and not have to worry about my flank with Grant's army. not having a lot of competition around Nashville or for Nashville as well. So there was no like, as opposed to what I've seen uh, from History Guy Gaming on his, they are fighting a lot in the central department, Tennessee, Kentucky. He's a lot of fighting here and a decent amount of fighting around Richmond. But we were completely unopposed pretty much. I have no idea where those armies went. We have the Army of the Potomac. That's another thing, is the spawned armies didn't do anything against us. Meaning that the Confederates still have issues moving around armies. So, I'm not sure if that's a complete AI. We're going to do a Confederate 1861 campaign from the start. So, and we're going to take this, we're going to take these forts and see what the AI does, if he just consolidates or if he actually attacks me. It might be a semi-chillax campaign because we're not going to be invading the north. I just want to see how the AI reacts and how he builds up and what he's doing as a union. Because I think fundamentally what breaks the game is everything before the core system right now still. Because I'm seeing some good things when they got the core system. Like here's Pratt's Corps. Here's the Army of the Alabama. Baldwin's Corps is in here. Like, once they pulled in the core system, it seems like it's good. So an 1862 campaign works perfectly fine, it seems. But, I'm not sure. I want to kind of see how the AI does there. And that's generally it. I mean, we had no real issues getting West Virginia, but we didn't really push it very hard. They didn't really defend Richmond, so that's a thing. We'll kind of see how it happens if the AI for the Union actually holds this or not. And it's going to be a chill playthrough, and we're just kind of going to hang out and see how the AI does it. But this is our first actual victory that isn't like a rushed victory with some crazy stuff. Someone say maybe buffing the AI to when you play against the Confederates, because not all is lost in this campaign for the Confederates by any means. I mean, as far as south that we got was central Mississippi. We're in northern Alabama on the Tennessee River, but can't really advance because these armies pushing out from Georgia. South Carolina is likely going to fall completely and will hold at Savannah. So, I mean, not all is lost, but pretty much all is lost. So I can definitely see why in this. Giving them an extra 25 would force me to go all the way down in Louisiana, likely going to Georgia, and maybe some parts of Alabama. But it's likely to be the fact that I would not be able to advance, and those armies would overwhelm us. That's one thing we also got to watch out for is our rating. So I think they tweaked a little bit of the economy. One thing I also want to see is production. So we never got into the high weapons by any means. Kind of all over the place with everything. I think at the end of the day, how we do this is going to be a slow way of concentrating more on economics now. Because what I did with this was I went hard through industry, militia, and military. What it's going to be with this is I'm going to have to worry about military 1 is Confederates, breadbasket. No. Money, military 1, the militia acts, and diplomacy. Because we're just going to have to do our diplomacy, which will be what our imports are. And really, we just need diplomacy 1, the biggest thing. One thing I would love to see. I don't think we can see it now. Is I don't think we have I don't think we have the ability to get any crazy items or like weapons. So see, it's Lorenz, Springfields, and this. So I want to say Industry 3. Oh, we don't even have Industry 2. So 3 might Force Neutrality Act. Okay. I want to say 3 is where you get those better rifles. The biggest issue though is that the breadbasket really doesn't give you any industrial things. So really you need to go in all honesty, we need to go agriculture, industry, diplomacy at the start. Let's actually take a look at that. So you would need King Cotton, industrialization, so this is what you would have to do. But you can't, I don't think you can get all the way down with that. This would give us the ability to get Springfields. So they would need to take and Force Neutrality Act. I think ultimately I would have to come in like this. But I don't think that really helps. You can get industrialization up to 2. And then we have to worry about taking the rest from Europe. If I were to take something else, what would it be? Give us at least Springfield, so we'd be able to use Springfields. This would be great too. So what's supposed to happen is each time you go into a gear, a section, like part 1, part 2, part 3, you're supposed to get more policies that you can grab. But I don't think that's implemented in the game right now. So, yeah, the next one, we'll take a Spring 1861 campaign. We'll kind of see what the AI does with that. So, thank y'all for joining me, guys. Don't forget to leave a like below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.